Setting up a WordPress website today is much easier than it's ever been before. But today I want to discuss 15 issues that you have to be aware of when setting up your new website and to avoid at all costs. Number one is choosing the right platform. Whether you're going to host the website at WordPress.com or self-host the website on your own server. Now, mainly if you're going to host at WordPress.com, that is because you're a beginner, you're just getting a website up and running, you're learning how it works. That's what I suggest. If you're wanting to look more professional, then you want to self-host it so you have your own URL and your own domain, but more importantly, you have much more you can do with it and you're in full control. The second thing is neglecting to change your username. It always comes with admin, but it's really important that you change your username to something that you want specifically for you. This will help the security of your website. Number three is not setting your own tagline. And this is really important when it comes to SEO. A lot of people will leave it there and it says the generic one that it says for everything. It looks ridiculous, and obviously Google indexes that. So it's really important to use your specific tagline. The other thing, number four, is using the default favicon. Now, I don't even know if that's how it's pronounced, but it's the little picture that you see in your browser that's right next to the URL of your website. Number five is sticking with the original permalink structure that comes with the WordPress install. Now, a permalink structure is this. For example, anabolictechnology.com/portfolio. Now, that's a permalink. The original one would be anabolictechnology.com/page1, for example. So it's important to not leave the default and to change it so that it says actually the name of your page. Number six, choosing an appropriate theme. This is really important. There's tons of websites out there. There's tons of themes, free or paid, but it's really important to do your due diligence if you are going to go the theme route and make sure that it is set up for search engine optimization, that's set up for the browsers, it's set up to be indexed. There's a lot of things that you need to look out for, and you need to be really careful about that. Number seven, making your categories and tags way too complicated. Your categories and tags are going to be to index your posts, and that would be for your blog or however you decide to do it. It could be even for a product. But this is what a lot of people do. They make a bazillion categories and a bazillion tags, and it's all over the place. Keep it simple, just like what you do with accounting if you do that. Number eight is forgetting a caching plugin. You gotta have a caching plugin. This basically allows when people come to your website for it to load much faster. You gotta have it. There's some good ones in there. I put them in the links below. Number nine, I cannot believe I'm actually saying this, but forgetting a contact form. I can't tell you how many times I go to websites and on the contact page there's no contact form. This is going to easily leave conversions on the table for you. Number 10, not keeping backups. There's plugins that do this, free and paid, but you need to keep backups of your website, and sometimes even your server will do this for you. You might have to pay a little extra, but I highly recommend it. There's times if your website could get hacked. Let's say we go back to a couple numbers before and we didn't change the admin name, for example. So you need to make sure that you have backups of your website at all times. Number 11 is forgetting to update WordPress. This is really easy to do, but again, if you don't do it, this can leave you liable to hacking and any other issues with your plugins and functionalities not working. So all you need to do is log into WordPress. You'll see a big call to action that says update WordPress. I highly suggest, if you don't know what you're doing, possibly having a professional do this, because it could screw up some functionalities on your website, and you need to make sure that everything still works after you do so. Number 12, now this is a big one. This is a big one, and this is ignoring to use responsive web design for your mobile users. There are 60% of users that are now searching the web from mobile devices, and it's important that your website is responsive, easy to navigate, easy to read on all mobile devices. Having a responsive WordPress theme, whether it's custom or paid, is crucial. Number 13, Forgetting to set up Google Analytics. If you're anything like me and you're analytical and you're obsessed with reading data to improve your conversions, Google Analytics is extremely important. And setting it up properly is key to being able to read that data and make the appropriate decisions. Number 14, and I talk about this a lot, is optimizing your images. A lot of people will just upload whatever images they have, PNG, JPG, whatever it is, and it slows down the website tremendously. Make sure you're uploading JPG images, and there's a really good plugin out there called Image Optimizer, EWWW Image Optimizer, and I highly recommend it. It compresses your photos and makes your website much faster. The next one is Google Authorship and the Gravatar. Now these are really small things, but can make a really big difference. I highly suggest using the links below and learning more about them. If you've made one or more of these mistakes, do not worry. They're very easy to fix, and I highly recommend you getting down and fixing these right away. If you need any help, I have a full team of support of WordPress experts that can easily jump in and get you squared away right away. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, if you love this information, you want more information from me, I'm going to be putting out videos weekly, so subscribe to the channel below. Thank you for watching.